covered the sky like a hazy blanket. As the deep forest slept quietly, a little boy named Tom, wearing green boots, made his way through the dark trees. Behind him, there was only the faint moonlight illuminating his path. Tom was lost in that forest. The paths and shapes of the trees seemed to blend into the darkness of the night. He didn't know where he was going. He just knew he had to keep moving forward. Hiding behind a bush, he rubbed his ears first, then his eyes. He listened as if eavesdropping. An axeman was talking. "Be careful, evil spirits roam the depths of the forest," said the axeman, his voice turning into a sinister melody along with the wind. Tom shivered. The words of the axeman were a warning about the existence of things hidden in the dark. But why? Why should he be afraid? The axeman continued, "This is their place. At night, they emerge from the shadows and take you away." Tom's heart began to race. He was afraid of the things he thought were with him in the darkness. However, despite the axeman's warnings, he continued to walk forward. Fear did not overcome his courage. He had to keep moving forward to survive. Suddenly, the silence of the forest was shattered. Tom heard a mysterious voice coming from the depths of the forest instead of the axeman's whispers. "Come here, little child. I will take you." Frozen in place with his green boots, Tom saw a silhouette emerging from the darkness. The forest seemed to be breathing like a creature eager to play with him. In the dark depths of the forest, Tom, with his green boots, ventured forward alongside a mysterious woodsman. Every step he took, the eerie sounds from the forest grew stronger. Despite the presence of the protective spirits around him, fear gripped Tom's heart. The woodsman, with a sinister smile, spoke to Tom, his voice echoing with menace. "Dark spirits roam these woods, little child. You don't want to encounter them." Tom's heart pounded rapidly. The words of the woodsman warned of hidden dangers lurking in the darkness. Suddenly, a shadow loomed, and the woodsman's true face emerged. With a menacing glint in his eyes, he brandished his saw, advancing towards Tom. Tom panicked, but found himself trapped with his green boots. The woodsman, eyes wild with malice, swung his saw. Tom, with a glimmer of hope, tried to escape, but the woodsman cornered him. "I want to play with you, little child," the woodsman said, his voice dripping with malice. Tom was left with no choice but to confront the dark intentions lurking in the forest. However, a glimmer of light suddenly emerged from the depths of the forest. A group of guardian spirits emerged, confronting the woodsman. Despite the looming threat, Tom felt a surge of hope. The guardians shielded him, ready to confront the looming danger. In the midst of the confrontation, a fairy appeared, casting her radiant light upon the scene. "The end has come for those who harm the forest," she proclaimed with unwavering resolve. The woodsman quivered in the face of her light, retreating into the darkness. With the support of the guardian spirits and the guidance of the fairy, Tom felt safe. Yet, the dangers of the dark forest persisted. Tom understood that the fight against the dark forces would be ongoing, but he was prepared to face them with courage. The true purpose of the woodsman's pursuit, however, remained unresolved. Tom discovered that the woodsman sought vengeance against a girl and her mother, consumed by a bitter feud. The girl, innocent and hiding in the forest, remained a target of the woodsman's wrath. Together with the fairy and the guardian spirits, Tom vowed to protect the girl and confront the darkness that threatened them. Yet, the woodsman's thirst for revenge and the lingering presence of dark forces foreshadowed a daunting battle ahead. Deep in the heart of the countryside, where the fields stretch out like an endless sea of green, there lies a forgotten farmstead. Once bustling with life and laughter, it now stands silent and desolate, haunted by the echoes of a dark and sinister past. The Thompson family had called this farm home for generations, tending to the land with love and devotion. But as the years passed, a shadow fell over the homestead, a shadow that whispered of unspeakable horrors lurking just beyond the fields. It began innocently enough, with strange occurrences that could easily be dismissed as tricks of the mind. A rustling in the cornfields at night, the eerie glow of unexplained lights dancing on the horizon. The signs were subtle, but they spoke of something far more sinister than mere superstition. As the days grew shorter and the harvest season approached, the Thompsons found themselves plagued by a series of inexplicable tragedies. Crops withered and died overnight, livestock vanished without a trace, and a darkness descended upon the farm like a suffocating shroud. But it was the children who suffered the most, the youngest members of the Thompson family, whose innocent laughter had once filled the air with joy and wonder. Now, they whispered of unseen figures lurking in the shadows, of eyes that watched them from the darkness, hungry and malevolent. Desperate to uncover the truth, the Thompsons delved into the secrets buried beneath the soil of their ancestral home. They searched every corner of the farm, from the ancient barns to the forgotten grave sites hidden in the woods, seeking answers to the mysteries that plagued their land.